one moment can change your life.
I will.
Quite a few people. I didn't believe this until the district semi-finals of the international speech contest. Before you guess, no, I didn't. And I did not even participate in it. But I met someone. I struck a conversation with a Toastmaster sitting beside me. This was the most engaging conversation I had in a very long time. The best thing was that with her, I could be myself. I didn't have to wear the mask of an engineer, an IT professional, or even that of a Toastmaster. We spoke for over an hour, but still had more things to talk about. The conversation seemed like this. Then she asked me a question. What's next? What are your aspirations? How many of you have asked yourself this question? What's your aspirations? How many of you have an answer and are excited by the answer? There are quite a few hands. I wish I was half as confident as you were, but I wasn't. This question is something that I had avoided for a very long time. Now that it had come up, I couldn't get it out of my head. This question took me back in time. It began making me scrutinize my life decisions. I began analyzing where I went wrong or what I did wrong to be in such a confused state. Let me take you through my life. I was born in Kannur, a small hill station in the state of Tamil Nadu. Now this was truly a city of hills. My school was uphill, the market downhill, and on another hill was the city's most popular girls' school. No relevance. Just putting it out there. The school that I studied in placed a lot of emphasis on sports and on extracurricular activities. The policy was that if you weren't good at any sports activities, you could be part of culturals. Wasn't this a great policy? No, it wasn't. Because I was terrible at sports and I hated dance, as they pushed me into dance. Before you get me wrong, I had nothing against dance. The thing was, forcing a person with no arm-leg coordination to dance in front of hundreds of people, now that is humiliating. I lived this humiliation for 2 years. Then when the option came to me, in my 8th grade, I decided that I would abandon sports and cultural activities. In my 12th, I wasn't sure of what I was going to do next. At this time, many people told me, don't take up engineering. Finding a relevant job would be hard. And they were right. But at that time, a sense of rebellion rose me. I decided that the next 4 years I'd study engineering just to prove these people wrong. Then, as soon as I made this decision, a friend came and told me, Adnan, even if you take up engineering, don't take up something hard like electrical engineering. And of course I jumped into electrical. The first year of my college, I was terrified. This was after 12 years that I was going to enter a room where I could not do anything. As soon as I entered the room, I spotted a bench in the last corner. I put my head down and walked straight. I took a seat and thought to myself, it's going to be at least an hour until someone engages me. Little did I know that my classmates were nosy people. Within 5 minutes of taking my seat, I was being interrogated. What's your name? Where are you from? Why did you join me? And how do you not know Tamil after living in Tamil Nadu for 17 years? Well, I had no response to the last question. But after 10 minutes, I found my friends for college. Coming to Infosys also posed a very big change. This was the first time I was leaving. The campus at Mysore was majestic. Trust me, that was a sight to behold. It was the Mysore Palace. And the training was amazing. But I couldn't stop thinking about home. On many occasions, I would stay back in the education center up till 10 p.m. Not because I wanted to learn something or because I had some work to do, but rather because I did not want to go back to my destination season. At this moment, when I heard about Toastmasters, I thought, why not? And within a few meetings, it felt like a home away from home. And here I am, feeling my stay. But still bugged by the question, what's next? The truth is, I have no answer. When I think about my life and analyze that I have no hobbies or no passion, I began scrutinizing my decisions. I think it was a mistake to abandon sports and arts in school. I'm sure taking engineering was a mistake, don't even need to doubt that. Then, when I see at work, when I see my colleagues leverage their knowledge of computers and me struggle with the most trivial tasks, I began analyzing that maybe I made a mistake by pursuing a career in IT. And when I went 6 months without giving my icebreaker, I began questioning, what am I doing here at Toastmasters? Do I really belong to? Were these the points that I got wrong? Were these the mistakes that I made in life? Were these the routes that I went wrong on to be in such a confused state today? Truth is, no. As much as I might complain about my life or whine about my life, I wouldn't change a single decision I made. Every decision that I made, good or bad, especially the bad, has shaped me into what I am today. If I wouldn't have taken up engineering, I wouldn't have this job. I wouldn't have these friends that I cherish so deeply. Yes, I am bad at my job, but that doesn't mean that I don't like it. And I do believe that one day I will get that. And if I wouldn't have joined Toastmasters, I wouldn't have had the honor to meet such amazing people. Yes, I am clueless. Not sure of what I'm going to do next. But this is me, and there's no other place I'd rather be. Over here.